Bit of a sneak peek into Friday's battery repair training. So that one is going to be on some of the equipment that we use. So this is the soldering iron. So this is how they come. This is the Fanttik one that I use. Generally, obviously, you don't use the instructions for things like that, do you? But if this is the sort of thing you need, this is a real fine work, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this comes really nicely packaged. As you can see here, everything is sort of separately boxed up nicely and in these funky little packets. So this, I don't generally use these. You might do the sort of solder plunger, solder sucker type things. Never really been a fan of these. I've never got on with them. But this one certainly looks like it's from space or something. Works really well, really smooth. Other ones, I've used this sort of Draper one in the past. You can see the dust on it probably. I don't really use them at all. But there's an option for you. So generally they come with those, but I just put them to the side. Keep them in case one day I might decide to use it. So that's that out the way. So next, probably most important then for this thing is going to be the base. And you can see mine in the top left. Use quite a lot. Dust all over it, obviously. But we'll whack this open just to show you what it looks like, how it comes, that sort of stuff. And this is just an option. You might go for a different type, but Fanttik ones, I originally I hated them, and you probably see that in some of my videos. Couldn't get on with it. But I was using it for the wrong sort of thing. I was using it for really big, thick, old solder, and it's not really for that. It's for really small, fine things, and I use them on installing boards and that sort of stuff. So the base here comes with this little removable section here. That's for your solder pad that you clean the tip on. And underneath is a little drawer with all your little bits in. And this is the thing that I love it for most. This little one here is just fine enough, just large enough that it works really well. So big ones like this are what I use for sort of taking things off. But the one on my right hand there, this Fanttik one, is what I really prefer now for installations of boards. So when I'm doing things like this, you'll see in some of the videos, this little area here, just putting that tiny little dollop of solder on, this is perfect for it. You're not going to burn the board, you're not going to damage anything around it. These are just the right size. So that's them, so Goldilocks ones if you like. They pop in the base there really nicely as well, so you can sort of hide it out of the way. Pop them in there. So that's that. Really sturdy sort of metal base there. So next then we've got a little pouch here if you're a mobile person, if you do this on the road, if you're going to be travelling, whatever, or if you just want to keep it nice and non-dusty like mine, you've got that little pack there. These are your little solder pads, so you use these for cleaning the end. You basically put water on these, and as you're using it sort of between solders, you dab it and clean it off on there. And you'll see here, this one's been well used. All little bits of solder all over it and little burn marks. But you get loads of them in here. So there's probably 10 or 12 in there. There's some black, grey ones and some yellow ones. So that's those. Here then we've just got a little pack, if I can open it, of little additional accessories, if you like. So in here we've got the ESD safe type tweezers, which are pretty useful. And in the first episode, actually, of the training video, I mentioned to get some of these. So if you're getting a soldering iron like this, you'll get it with them. So, you don't have to worry. We're probably talking pence anyway, but you certainly get them here. Another thing, if you're going to use this solder sucker, you get all the spare heads in here as well, and loads of those to keep you going. And the charging cable. I use a much bigger charging cable. I've got a big one on the desk that I use there. It's USB-C. And these are the tweezers. So, not too bad. A few little freebies or accessories included, which is good. So the other thing then in this little box is the main bit I was looking for really, and what's in the picture. There's a little turnable arm. So it's all done by magnets. It fits in the bottom and the base there. You see the sort of 3 little pins there, 3 little legs. Fits nicely in there. Smoothly sort of just clicks in. And then you can actually spin it round into wherever it fits you best. Really smooth sort of motion. So the other thing then, and obviously the main point of this video, is the soldering iron itself. So this is the little beast. It's pretty good. It's wireless. You charge it up and you change temperature at the bottom there. Pretty nice way to do it. It's not a digital display or anything. It's a manual sort of twist motion. On the end there's an LED as well, a little torch, and here is just how you put the bit in. So you take that little cap off, pretty simple mechanism if you like, and you push this in the end. So make sure you push it all the way in. That's not quite in at that point. Just make sure you get it around the plastic base and push it down, and it sort of seats in nicely, so that's good. And then just screw it back on. Simple as that, really. So if you get this out of the box, obviously just give it a good charge before you get going. But the grip here is quite nice as well. I do like that. You can grip around that rubber bit there, fairly safe away from the heat, if you like. And you've got a light on there as well, which is good. You see here, I've used this one a lot more. Probably about 6 months I've had this now, and that's the light there. That's good. It really does light stuff up if you need an extra boost. So that's that. It's got a few safety mechanisms as well. If you leave this on, it will turn off, which is good after a while. So that is good. You're not going to burn your workshop down or anything, which is nice. And say that torch and that little spinny thing is good sometimes. Depends where you put this in your workshop. So this is the cable. You could probably see it in the top there, just a USB socket that it pops in. So I've got a longer one I use really for my phone actually, which just pops in the top. Easy, simple as that. You can put this wherever then, and it gives you the sort of indicator there that it's charging. And that is it really. So I've been impressed with this over the past 6 months. It's just something that we put in that training course. This is it. I'll put a link if you want it, but it's just one option.